Yo, CPA Strength here, back with another video. Leaving the gym. I started back up with a powerlifting gym after 3 years of being gone from a powerlifting gym, and it has awakened something inside of me. But that is not the topic of this video. Topic of this video is how a negative self-talk and negative thoughts is such a bad vice or such a bad thing to do. I currently have it as probably the worst habit that I have in my life right now is negative self-talk. When I do like my positive affirmations and I go over things for the day, I say, you know, number 1, drop vices. Number 2, clear my head. And then number 3, I'll be able to receive my message. You know, dropping vices was always smoking cigarettes. I am cigarette free for 3 months after 30 years of daily cigarette smoking. So that's quite an accomplishment. So like smoking, drinking, doing drugs, you know, then after I kind of wiped those out, it was what are my other vices that I need to get rid of? You know, adult content is horrible for many reasons. And something that plagues me that I didn't realize for a while is like scrolling social media. Like, you know, scrolling Facebook for me, because you know, I've had it for a while, and I just, you know, I acquired like a big friends list, and it's just something I don't even realize I'm doing. So that's another thing. But recently it has just come to my attention because I'm always listening to this, listening to that positive stuff. It's come to my attention that negative self-talk and negative thoughts and negativity is, you know, probably the worst habit I have right now. That's destroying me. And I am, you know, working on it every day. I'm striving it every day. And as I'm thinking about it, you know, and I don't want to get too wrapped up in like this negative thought leads to this negative thought and this negative thought, but it's a nowhere. You're like circling a drain to down to nowhere. You know, nothing good comes from negative thinking. I can't think of one good thing. Maybe in the short term I could get an adrenaline burst for like lifting weights, but I can't think of anything that is helpful when you're being negative. You know, that just came to my mind, and you know, I never had that as one of the worst habits I have. And then I got to thinking, that's probably, you know, negative thinking, negative self-talk has plagued me for my whole life. And you know, I never had anybody tell me, you know, it was always like, you know, you're getting in trouble, you know, you're getting arrested, you know, you're fucking up there, you are doing drugs, you are selling drugs, you know, that's bad, it's bad, and you know, you're bad. It's like, just stop doing those things and you'll be okay. But it was never like, hey, you know, you can't have negative thoughts. That's a road to nowhere. And it just got me thinking, because I've been on this, you know, it's I had a vision board party with my family this past weekend. It was great. I want to make a video about that as well, like an own separate video, but it was everything I thought it would be and more. A big part of it is you're thinking about positive things. You're thinking about what are we going to do to the vision board. I had a little speech at the vision board party, and I was making my speech, so I was thinking about positivity. I was researching it. You know, there's a thing on reticular activation, and it's basically like, you know, you only use 10% of your brain, and 90% of it's subconscious. So what are you feeding your subconscious? You know, if you're feeding it negative thoughts, which is the worst thing you could do for yourself, really. I mean, it's like, if you're feeding yourself negative thoughts, then that is what your brain is seeking out to find in the world. that's what it's finding. That's what it's looking for. So it's like, your frequency is what you will frequently see. If you keep on telling yourself everything sucks, I hate this, da 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 da, which I am the worst. I am the worst at that. I am the worst at that. Up until 4 or 5 years ago, that was my whole life. My whole life. Unless I would get blacked out on Xanax or alcohol or some other drugs, then I wouldn't think, maybe hit the meth pipe or something, but then I wouldn't think about how much I hated my life. But if that's what you're telling yourself, that's what your subconscious is looking and finding out in the world, all the stuff you hate, and it's just a downward spiral. Man, I can't stress enough how it's a road to nowhere. Obviously, you're gonna have a bad day. Make a change. Say, hey, this is bothering me. I want to make a change. The other day I had like a kind of a hard, just yesterday I kind of had a hard back and forth with a client, and you know, I'm texting back and forth, and it was just annoying me. And you know, previously when I didn't pinpoint that negativity was such a bad habit of mine, that's my number one enemy right now is negativity. Number one enemy of mine. That's my worst habit right now. I was about to put my phone on my desk and just fucking cry and be like, oh, I hate my life, oh, I hate this job, oh, I hate everything, and I was just like, no, because that's just gonna lead to more trash, you know. So I sucked it up. I just said, yeah, I'll get through this and I'll move on to something else, and it is what it is. And I actually called this client, got through it, and moved on, you know, with a positive attitude. And that's what you need to do. So when you're being positive about something, when you're being positive about your life, about your thoughts, that is what you're gonna see out in this world. That's what you're gonna find. You know, you've heard stuff like fake it till you make it, you know, speak into existence. That's true. You know, you have to be very, very careful of the words that come out of your mouth, because it's so powerful, because your brain believes what's inside is outside. Anyways, I did a vision board, and one of my goals was to have 300,000 subscribers and from YouTube. And I've been wanting to come back to YouTube for so long, but I've always had excuses. And I stare at my vision board every morning now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get to 300,000 subscribers by thinking about it, by, you know, not making videos. That is definitely how I'm not gonna do it. So I stare at that and I'm like, that's important to me, so I'm gonna make videos. So here I am making videos again. So I think back to the 2017 era when I did 180 straight days of YouTube videos, and it was amazing. I was so excited about my videos, sometimes I couldn't even sleep. So, you know, life gets in the way, you get golden handcuffs of a business, and so on and so forth. But yes, I am back on my YouTube game, and of course my battery's about to die. So I just wanted to say, what a negative, you know, negativity gets you nowhere. There's nothing good about being negative. Anyways, hope everyone can stay positive, everyone can stay blessed, work towards your goals, and I'm out.